Welcome back. Today we have the Scout Survival Kit from Survive Outdoors Longer, aka S.O.L. Now, this is a kit that I've been kind of eyeing for a while, and it's a very popular one that is available on Amazon, available in your big box sports outfitter retailers. It's a really highly available kit that it's been on my radar, but I've been kind of hesitant to pull the trigger on until now. This one claims to be in this package to pack more than luck and to contain your 7 outdoor essentials. Now, we're going to see if this kit actually does do that or if it fails on that promise and is just a little too overpriced. So I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera around. We're going to go into detail on this, and then we're going to go back and do our final thoughts on how it compares to some of the other kits in the price range. Because that's one thing I'm really hesitant on this one about right off the get-go is the price. So let's go ahead and flip that camera around, take a look, and see if this kit will actually help you survive or leave you SOL. I did a dad joke. Okay, so as you can see, I haven't unsealed it or anything. I just got it from Amazon myself, actually while I was on vacation, and I just got it out of the box today. So, Scout Survival Kit from S.O.L, pack more than luck. It's lightweight, waterproof, and then it says it contains 7 outdoor essentials, which we'll get to in just a second. Here's your packaging, and the dry bag is secured with a zip tie. Said zip tie, which we are going to get rid of right now. By the way, apologies for any wind. Oh, I'm going to have to go fetch that out of the grass. Apologies for any wind here. And yes, by the way, I am fetching that out of the grass before you go jump down in the comments. But it is pretty windy today because it is Nebraska, so it does wind. It's windy or hot or cold or all of the above. The first thing I can tell you right now, I have hopes for this dry bag because I do like it. I'm just not going to sugarcoat it. I like this dry bag. I like the idea of it. Sorry, I got to reposition the camera a little there. So it does have these clasp it together. We're going to go ahead and put that in my pocket before I lose it. All right, I'm back. So again, to open this up, you just unclasp it. This is the first time I'm opening it too. Unroll it and okay, so it is just your traditional dry bag. It doesn't have any Velcro. That's cool. Let's go ahead and start pulling stuff out. Now again, it is windy today, so some of this stuff I'm not going to pull out. First thing off the hit, we do have some tinder, and again, if you want to know how you use these, you just fluff them up. You kind of turn them and they fluff up. Hit them with the spark, and they go up. These are decent quality. Hopefully you can see them, but they're a little more robust than some of the other ones I've seen. So that's good. I do like that they are packaged in their own individual Ziploc. Even if it is a dry bag, you want to take care. Next thing we have, okay, so we're going to evaluate this on the essentials of life, right? Fire, shelter, water. Those are the things you need to survive for 24 to 72 hours, and that's how I'm evaluating this kit. Can it help me just get those things for 24 to 72 hours to get me until I get rescued? Anything above that, like signal for rescues, a bonus. All right, so this is supposed to be a spark wheel. All right, it does give you rotation instructions, so that's cool. But it's putting out a decent amount of spark. Yeah, you hit that on one of these guys, and it'll get going. So there you have your first way of making fire. We'll set that off to the side. What else we got here? It's pretty easy to see what we got because it is transparent. Next thing we have is a compass that appears to be, it's not branded. It is liquid filled, or at least appears to be, if you can see that. Now, does it point? Okay. We may have our first problem here. Hold on just a second. I want to show you something. All right, I just wanted to compare. We got some sort of weird magnetic field going on right now, but my Brunton compass and then my kind of knockoff Brent, I mean, they're all pointing in the same direction. So we got some sort of weird magnetic field going on with this table, I believe. But it does look like it's decent. But it is kind of if you look at it, it is 100% a Brunton knockoff. I don't know, maybe that Brunton, I don't know. They're They're both pretty similar. I don't know, man. You be the judge on this one. I don't know that I'd trust this one, but there you go. You have a liquid filled compass. May or may not be accurate. So, and again, it could be some sort of weird magnetic field with this table. So I'm going to kind of give it a little bit of a leeway there. We do have a roll of duct tape, a little bit of roll of duct tape. That's kind of nice. Again, can be used for fire starting, used for an emergency wound repair. I mean, that's better than nothing, right? Or shelter building, et cetera, et cetera. We have the obligatory, I'm kind of disappointed in this. We have the obligatory fishing kit and other stuff kit. You know, I don't know that I'm going to, it's so windy, I don't know that I'm going to be able to pull this out very well. All right, let's see if we can actually get stuff out of here. So we got a couple bobby pins. Again, useful for all kinds of stuff, clothing repair, shelter building, et cetera, et cetera. And then we got a mini fishing kit of sorts. We do have a needle. Again, for shelter building, we have in the mini fishing kit, we have a little bit of fishing line, monofilament. We have 2 hooks, two sinkers, and a swivel. So, I don't know. Again, I have my thoughts on fishing kits and these survival kits. Either you're a very good fisherman or very lucky to be able to catch fish with them. And that's what I'm going to leave that at. But the monofilament line could be used in lieu of paracord, which I'm not seeing any of in this kit for shelter building, etc., etc. So, next item, please. We do have a signal mirror, and it does have it has a rescue flash, so it has a hole in it. So the nice part about this one is it is very thick and it has a cover over it. Very effective. You can get a good sight through that. So if you do see, again, you're stranded in the woods, see a helicopter, you point it at them and start flashing, and it will do you justice. Okay. So we have a just your generic made in China whistle. Let's see how it compares. By the way, I'm going to reduce the audio here. Oh, good. Ow. Okay. Yeah, it's loud. It's really loud. Holy Toledo. Now, the last item in here might be the one that is the most important because, again, well, not the most important, but the one of the items that are in it, it does include a very generously sized Mylar blanket. And very decent quality one, too. If you look at this, this is a huge Mylar blanket that you can use. Again, this one's big enough that you could use it for yourself and to build a shelter at the same time, or one of the two. Thick, decent quality. That's always a good thing to have, especially as we're coming into fall and winter here. So I am a fan of that particular item. And the final item that you have in the kit is the bag itself, which is, as you saw, it is a roll-up dry bag made in China. No super high quality stuff here. Anyway, it is a dry bag that will allow you to, stuff a lot more items. And if you saw when I first got it, it had plenty of room. So we're going to go ahead, and speaking of stuffing items into it, we're going to go ahead and we're going to put everything back in here. We're going to flip the camera around and we're going to talk about the things I would add and the things that are missing from this and my final thoughts on it, including the price, which I don't know. That's going to be the kicker for this one. All right, guys. So you can see I fit everything back in there. And with a lot of space to spare, which is a good thing because you're going to need that space to add essentials. Remember at the beginning of this, I said that I evaluate these kits on a survival situation where it's 24 to 72 hours, and you're going to need the essentials for that time period, which is going to be shelter, heat, and hydration. Those are the things that will kill you in 24 to 72 hours. But you get beyond that, then you have to start worrying about things like food. This one addresses the bare minimum in those regards, in my opinion. It addresses fire, and you have your spark wheel and you have your tinders. It addresses shelter in that you have your Mylar space blanket. Now, it does address getting found in that that space blanket is orange, and that you do have a mirror, and that you do have a very loud whistle. Shelter also addresses with some duct tape, and that also can be used for anything. The thing that I would have liked to see instead of this fishing kit, I would have really liked to have seen some aqua tabs or some sort of aqua purification or water purification added. I would also have liked to see some matches, another way to start a fire. I don't like just one, or maybe even a small knife. Like, I always carry a knife with me in my little pouch and always have some aqua tabs. Maybe somebody doesn't. That brings me to the final point of this one, and this is what kills this one, in my opinion. This is $38.49. That's what I paid on Amazon for it. And the link will be down in the description. The problem is, this one, my last video, the Field Fix Survival Kit from Coal Cracker Bushcraft, this is $32. And this one has so much more than this. I mean, the only thing that you can say about this having over this one is that this has this nice dry bag. It does have a whistle, and it does have a Mylar space blanket. And that could be the thing that decides it for you, right? You could decide that that makes it a better choice for you, because maybe you do want to add those items, and you want this dry bag to attach to your pack strap or your molly straps. Again, 100%, I could see that that would be a factor in choosing this one. However, and we will give the compass a pass, because I'm holding it up away from the table now, and I can see that it is pointing true north and true south. There's something weird going on with this table with the magnetic field. However, like I said, the fishing kit, 24 to 72 hours, I mean, that's just going to keep you busy, right? If you can survive quite a lot longer than that without food, that's more of a mental thing than anything. So that is my problem with this one. This one just includes so much more that all you have to do is to be on parity with this is add a whistle and a space blanket. And I would rather have the things in this, which you can go ahead and you can, if you view my other videos, you can see this one. This is the last survival kit in the survival kit playlist. Just so much better. Now, that being said, if you are someone like me, that you always have something like this in your pocket, which has, like a utility knife and multi-tool, it has some aqua tabs, it has another way of starting fire. If you're dressed for conditions, if you always carry a canteen, then having this strapped to a pack, I could see, in the event of hiking, I could see the use for this. Because again, you can add some things to this, and having that dry bag is a nice feature over having, something like this, which, by the way, this one still is sealed after it's been a month now since I resealed it. It's still fine. It's been in my pack the whole time. But for $7 more than this, I can't see it. The only one that, like, this, and, is this a lot better than the Walmart kit? Yeah, but that's a low freaking bar, man. So I just can't, I can't recommend this over other ones. But if the upside of this is potentially, if you are in that situation where you always are prepared in that respect, and you just want something to attach to a pack, and the upside of this one is you can get it from Amazon. You can get it from pretty much any big box retailer. They'll have this, so that's a good thing. Now, I want to know what you think about it. I want you to hit the comments and let me know. And also, if you have a kit you want me to review, let me know. And that's why I got this one, is because actually the last two I've reviewed have been viewer suggestions, and I've went out and purchased them to review. So if you want to see a kit, if there's a kit you want to see me review, go ahead and put it down in the description. Be happy to check it out, happy to order it if it's within reason, not one of those $1,000 boutique ones, or some of those overland ridiculous things. Absolutely ridiculous. Also, while you're down in the comments, I just want you to kind of let me know if this would work for you, if it wouldn't, if you agree, disagree, things you would add, things you would remove. Again, I would 100% get rid of this. Everything else could stay, but for the price, I just can't see it. That's just where I'm at. The Mylar space blanket's fantastic. This is going to get reused, as is the dry bag. But for me, it doesn't work. I would like to know what you think, and I'd like to hear from you on that respect. Also, while you're down there, in the description, I've linked some of my friends here on the YouTube that could use your support. Please go ahead and check them out. They're all great guys. They do wildly varying stuff around the camping and outdoors arena, from reviews and stuff to just going out and having fun and camping. Finally, while you're down there, or actually, secondly, while you're down in the description, please support your local animal rescue, animal shelter if you don't have one. I've linked some that are here in the southeastern Nebraska and Kansas area that would love your help, be it with your time, money, or even better, adopting a new best friend. You know, I'm going to say it every time I'm going to say it because I want to remind you guys. And then the last thing while you're down there, my name is Ben. This is Big Ben's Outdoors. I do this stuff a lot. I'd love to have you back. So if you would, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. They don't cost anything. No obligation. It's one of the few things you get still that's free without obligation. So I'd love to have you back. But until next time, hope to see you again. And I'm going to sign off and enjoy more of this beautiful fall day. Can't believe it. It is 75 degrees. Sunny with that nice, perfect wind here in Nebraska. If the bugs would just finally die. Get outdoors, have a good time, and I will talk to you soon.